write a fraction or mixed number as a decimal. This is just dividing. I don't look at any of these and just go, oh, perfect, I know that exactly right off the top of my head. Maybe this one, but even still, it's going to be much easier to say, listen, this is 8 divided by 15. Now, in the end, we will make sure to remember our negative, right? Easy to forget. There's a couple ways to do this. You can start dividing right away. If you write it like this, that lets you know that the 8 goes on the inside. There's going to be a decimal right after our 8. And what we're going to do is ask, how many times can we multiply 15 and get 8? We can't. But there are forever amount of zeros after this that we can now ask about. How many times can I multiply 15 to get 80? Well, let's count. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times. Okay. 75, and we get 5 here. We bring down this 0. How many times can 15 go into 50? Well, 3 times. That's 45 with a 5. Oh, no. We are repeating zeros and 5s and zeros and 5s and zeros and 5s. So this, the answer is negative 0.53. Repeating. Notice that the bar is over the 3 because that's the part that repeated up here. 5/8. So some of these, there's some pattern to them. Like 1/8 is 0.125. So if you wanted to get cute with this, you could just multiply this by 5, and we'll get the answer. It is 0.625. But if you don't believe me, then it's 8. Nope, it's 5 divided by 8. And I know some of y'all like the box method, so I'm going to go ahead and make this a box. And I feel a little silly making it a box sometimes because it's the exact same thing as long division. You just are writing this part differently. So the 5's in there. There's a decimal behind the 5, so we'll put it there. How many times can 8 multiply to get 5? None. 0. I'm sorry, not 0. 5, and then there are infinite zeros after that. So bring up the 5. There's the 5. 8 times 6 is 48. 2, this is now 20. There are 2 8s in there. That's 4. Bring up the 4, and it is 5. Oh, look, it was 0.625 all along. 24, negative 13 over 6. Negative 13 divided by 6. There's the 13. Goes in twice. Oops. 1, 0. We're going to bring down a 0. Goes in once. 4. Bring down another 0. 6 times 6 is 36. Bring down a 4. Oh my goodness. This is negative 2.16. Repeating again, the bars over the 6 only. 25, 7/16. Well, for a second I was like, wait, we just did a 16th. We didn't. We did a 6th. Darn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this 1 away, right away, and then just do 7 divided by 16. And I'm going to put a 7 inside of here in a box. There's a decimal. And there's going to be zeros after that. Here we go. How many times can I multiply 16 to get into 7? 0 times. Minus 0, we get 7. Bring up the 7. How many times can 16 go into 70? 3 times? Let's try it, because 16 times 3, that's 18. 48. Oh, I'm way off. 5? No. 5's too much. 16 times 4, that's 24. 264. There we go. So, by the way, notice that that's just how you do it. If you don't know the facts, I don't know multiplying 16 in my head, so I got to write it out. Okay. 70 minus 64 is 6. Bring up the 6. Let's see. Does 5 work now? 16 times 5. Yeah, if I add that, then I get... No. 3. Okay. So 3 times 16, that's 18, 1, that's 48. 48, all right. 60 minus 48, that's 12. Good grief. Now we get 120 there. I keep going for 5, and I shouldn't, right? Let's go with 8 times 16. 6 times 8 is 48. 8, and that's 128. We were so close. 7. 16 times 7, that's 42. 7, that's 11. 112. We get 8. 80 now is officially 5. Because there's 16 times 4, and you get 64. If we were to add 16 to that, we get 80. So the answer is not this. It's not that. Why is it not that? Because of our 1.4375. That is our answer there. For people who are confused on how to convert fractions and things like that, it's just division.